Welcome to this Financial Assistance Call 2 2021-2022 presentation. My name is Alison Brady and I am the Project Support Officer for the Programmes Unit. Introduction. Aim: to inform you about the funding available and to assist you with the application process. If you're already fairly familiar with the process, you may wish to skip to the relevant slides below. General financial assistance guidance can be found on slides 3 to 6. An overview of the themes on slides 7 to 10, application guidance on slides 11 to 17, and where you can get additional help can be found on slide 18. General Financial Assistance Guidance. Newry, Mourne and Down District Council invite applications for financial assistance from the community and voluntary sector. All projects must take place between 19th of April 2021 and 31st of March 2022. Except for PCSP, Community Safety and Support, which must be completed by the 31st of December 2021. The closing date for applications is 12 noon on Monday the 19th of April 2021. Applications should be completed on the electronic grant management system, which can be found online at newrymournedown.eformz.info. Late applications will not be considered. Points to consider before applying. Organisations in receipt of public funding must comply with all statutory obligations regarding the delivery and access of events. Adequate event insurance must be in place prior to the event taking place. Purchase of gifts and presentations to individuals are not eligible. Consideration will only be given to projects seeking funding from the Council that is between the minimum and maximum limit for each programme area. The Council will not accept retrospective applications, i.e. applications seeking funding for projects already started prior to the 19th of April 2021. The Council will only consider one application per organisation per programme area. It is essential that applicants submit a copy of their annual audited accounts, independently examined accounts, or income and expenditure accounts with the application. The Council will pay only the agreed sum against each original invoice whenever all relevant conditions have been met and bank statements evidencing expenditure have been submitted. Own labour and hire of own facilities are not eligible items of expenditure. Insurance costs are only eligible items of expenditure if it relates to the project activity applied for. This is subject to Council approval. The themes include financial assistance, small grants or revenue grants, good relations, Let's Grow Newry, Mourne and Down, PCSP, community safety and support, and suicide prevention and emotional well-being. Good relations, £500 to £1,500. Aim: to provide the delivery of projects aimed at improving good relations across the Newry, Mourne and Down District Council area. Objective: to support projects that complement the Council's Good Relations strategy, which identifies several key strategic priorities in meeting the good relation needs of the district. Key points. Applicant projects should aim to address one or more of the 4 key priority themes defined by the Executive Office under the Together Building a United Community Strategy 2013. Summary headings of the key priorities are our children and young people, our shared community, our safe community, and our cultural expression. Further details and a direct link to the strategy can be found in the theme guidance notes. Let's Grow Newry, Mourne and Down, £500 to £1,500. Aim: to promote and encourage community growing by supporting local groups. Objectives: to support local groups to improve the infrastructure of their growing sites, to enable educational activities on community growing sites, and to assist groups to deliver and actively promote community growing activities. Key points. You need to know who the landowners are and have written permission to use the land. PCSP, Community Safety and Support, £500 to £2,000. Aim: to support the delivery of projects aimed at improving community safety across the Newry, Mourne and Down District Council area. Objective: the fund seeks to encourage local community-based organisations to address local community safety issues through innovative and appropriate local solutions. Key point: there are three main themes. Antisocial behaviour: projects which will prevent, reduce or address antisocial behaviour across the council district. Community safety, support and vulnerability: projects which support vulnerable people and/or families and which address mental health, substance abuse including prescription medication, isolation and loneliness, and general community safety. Confidence in policing: projects which will increase confidence in policing by developing and enhancing opportunities for engagement between local communities and the PSNI. Suicide prevention and emotional well-being: £500 to £1,000. Aim: to facilitate community engagement in suicide prevention and support projects in relation to suicide prevention and emotional well-being. Objective: we wish to enhance community capacity to prevent and respond to suicidal behaviour within local communities. Communities have a critical role in suicide prevention through the provision of social support to vulnerable people, engaging in follow-up care and implementing suicide prevention programmes. The guidance notes. Each theme has its own guidance notes available for download. Before applying, it is vital to read the guidance notes, which will provide the following information: overview, overarching principles, theme criteria, application process, stage 1 basic eligibility, completing the application form, points to consider before applying, capital grants only, assessment criteria, project appraisal and scoring, stage 2 scoring, what happens next, appeals, useful contacts and links to strategies. Completing the application. Applications must be completed online via the Electronic Grant Management System, EGMS for short. You can register for an account online at newrymoredown.eformz.info. Once you have an account, you select which grant you would like to apply for from the drop-down menu. As you can see, the Financial Assistance Community Grants are in one menu and the Service Level Agreement is on a menu of its own. With the exception of the Service Level Agreements, when you click on the drop-down menu, you are presented with all the themes I have been discussing previously. In this example, I have opted to apply for the Community Summer Schemes by ticking the box here in the column on the left. The related guidance notes can be downloaded by clicking on the booklet symbol. Please note the major capital guidance notes are under this symbol here and here, and the minor notes can be accessed via the resources section here and here. The application process comprises of two stages. Stage 1, basic eligibility check. All of this stage must be passed in order for the application to be scored and passed to Stage 2. Stage 2, full project appraisal and scoring. This is where the details and benefits of your project are assessed and scored. All applicants should review the assessment criteria provided under the Assessment Criteria, Project Appraisal and Scoring section of the guidance notes. Questions are scored 0 to 5. Once you have selected the theme you wish to apply for and have entered past the information stage, you are presented with this general application page. As you can see, the left-hand column enables easy navigation of your application as well as a check errors feature here, which locates boxes that you may have missed. Please note it is vital to save your form at regular intervals just in case you lose your internet connection and lose your data. Should you wish to return to your form at a later date, you can simply click on one of the peach boxes on the left-hand side to jump to the relevant section. For example, if you wanted to jump to the Summer Scheme Project section, you'd simply click here and it would take you to the relevant page. All essential information has a red asterisk. Should you happen to miss it, as I've already mentioned, the check errors feature will bring you back to the relevant bit for you to correct. Additional question prompts can be found under the blue eye bubble, however this is no substitute for the guidance notes. Relevant strategies for question 2.5 include: the Council strategic priorities are outlined in the application. The full document can be downloaded from newrymoredown.org. If applying under Local Biodiversity Enhancement, the Local Biodiversity Action Plan can be downloaded from newrymoredown.org/biodiversity. If applying under the Sports Facility Capital, Sports Capital Minor Works or Sports Development Minor Capital Items, please refer to the Sports Facility Strategy and Play Development Strategy available from newrymoredown.org. Summary versions of the Council's strategic priorities, Sports Facility Strategy and Play Development Strategy can be found at the end of the relevant guidance notes. For any additional information, contact the Programmes Unit by emailing programmesunit@nmand.org or by telephoning 033013744040. Alternatively, theme-specific help can be found under the Useful Contact section of the guidance notes. Finally, I would like to say a special thank you to the Ring of Gullion AONB for the permission to use the images of their AONB calendar competition entries in this presentation. For further information about the calendar competition or Ring of Gullion, visit ringofgullion.org. Thank you very much for your time.